Good morning and welcome to episode 1261 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, July 28th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We have an 80-ish% accuracy guarantee on this podcast. Today, Wes has, of course, Nancy Mace, Subway, Dr. Jill's ex, and more in your cup of coffee in the big time.
Correct. We got some Nancy Mace in there.
Pretty much every day for the rest of the show's history.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to work her in best we can.
I'm glad you guys are finally on the train. I've been trying to get you on forever. She had the moment, made it happen.
Look, better late than never, they say, right?
Yeah,
exactly. I've got some Florida Man Friday news. Pat's got a Florida prank story, and Mark's got the high five to buzz us into the weekend once again.
That's true. Yeah. And next week, speaking of attractive women we've covered on the show recently, we might have one on the show early next week.
Oh, right. Yeah. Florida too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
It was a Florida story.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a Florida woman. Yeah. So
Yep.
excited for that.
Yep.
Get excited for that. That'll be on Tuesday's podcast.
Hope so.
Most importantly,
hello.
Trivia is next Friday, August 4th. Last trivia for a while. We will be trying something different for the next meetup. So if you want to do trivia with us, that is next Friday, August 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Send in the card tier and up. You can play trivia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Just had to get it out.
Okay.
Forget the trivia.
Maybe Nancy and the lady that's going to join us for the podcast might join us for trivia too. We'll invite them.
Nice.
We'll invite them.
That'd be
Interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's
Okay.
everyone else? Is that it? What are we doing here?
I don't know. What are you guys? Are you guys excited for the weekend? I am.
Yeah,
Very,
I'm ready. Well,
excited.
How's Wes's nose doing? Do I have
It's
to...
good. I'll drive you, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guess.
We'll go flare it up with some hot sauce.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. So Wes and I, we hanging out this weekend.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm going to Lake
Watch the
Michigan,
kids.
boys.
Oh,
Going to Lake
that's
What's
Mich.
going on there?
I don't know. I'll let you know on Monday.
Why are you going?
Oh.
Because it's the beach, bro.
It's because it's right there.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
Beach.
It's a lake so big. that
It's one
like
of the
got
greats.
beaches.
It's pretty
Yep.
great.
It's a good one.
It's a good...
Some say.
Good
Yeah,
lake.
take some
Great
pictures,
lake.
let us know.
A great lake, actually.
It looks
Yeah.
fun. I rode bikes by it last time I was in Chicago. It looked nice, you know. I mean,
It's a
Oh.
fun place.
yeah. Didn't get in the water, but it was.
No.
You're not excited, huh? What's the temperature of
Well, it is a
Lake
beach and it
Michigan?
is Pat. So
Oh,
What do you mean by that?
That's a
Yeah,
good
those-
point.
Those
Pat's
don't
not
mesh.
exactly a beach guy, right?
No.
He's like
I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck you're talking about. I was raised
of
on
the
the
four
Jersey
of us.
Shore.
Of the four of us, you're the least beach.
How many times
beach
do you guys
guy.
go to the beach this year?
Well, right, but when
you don't
go
actually
to the
go
beach,
to
you
the
don't,
beach.
Like
You just,
What about last year?
You're near the beach. You never step foot on the sand or in the water.
What about last
Just
year? How many
because you're
times
in
you guys go?
proximity to the beach. Every
What about
time I
the
go to
year
the beach
before?
with you, you never get in the water.
Yeah, you've never.
I've never
every
seen you in the
beach
ocean.
I've been to with you, you stay inside.
The Hive
You don't
trip,
go to
everyone on the
beach.
Hive trip, the listeners know we're not full of shit because you didn't get in the water once in the Hive trip.
Here's the thing that Mark's misremembering.
No,
That
Pat,
is
every
true.
Trip, every
One
beach
trip, I didn't go, but the other trip, the
beach
last
trips,
trip,
you
the
stay
last
inside
beach
more-
trip,
more
Mark,
than most.
the last beach trip Mark went on. I have pictures of me and him in the water, so I don't know what the hell he's.
Well,
talking
right
about.
for that couple of seconds, but I mean, like for the most part, you know, you like
You
like
guys
your
can project all you want.
We've been on like a billion beach trips together.
I went to
fun,
the beach
Pat.
9 times this year. I'm like Ferris Bueller in his absences, man.
I don't know. I have to see it again.
Yeah.
Right
I
now,
need
You want
to see it
pics
in
of me at the
action,
beach?
too.
I can make
I
that
want
happen.
to experience you enjoying the
I
beach
need to see
when we're at the
you
beach.
going to the
Yeah.
beach on your own volition, like you want to be there.
Guys,
At
you're
the shore-
you're
at-
being
in
so
the water, in the
short-sighted.
sand.
There's a correlation you're not thinking about. Okay, I will fully admit that I go too hard on Friday nights. Okay, and then
Right.
for the rest of the weekend, I'm not feeling right, and
Okay.
that usually
Right.
is why I'm not at the beach. It
Which
does
is
nothing to do
beach
with
time
with
right.
the water.
You know what the best
or
thing
the
hangover
sand.
cure is the ocean.
A lot of people
True,
say
true.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a
Dive
reason.
right in.
We should dive right into the news, dummies.
Let's do the news.
Let's do
Okay,
the news.
just saying. Dive in.
9 times.
Well, let us know if you enjoy it this time. Wait. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time joke of the day, guys. How do you know aliens aren't vegan?
I don't know, Wes. How do we know aliens aren't vegan?
Because they haven't contacted to tell us they are.
Oh, because vegan.
So everyone lets you know.
Right.
They'll be out
They
there
call
letting
ahead.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Okay. We forgot to cover this one, but R.I.P. Sinead O'Connor,
Right.
dead at the age of 56 after a long struggle with what I read, a few mental illness problems, bipolarism. That was being reported.
It's bipolar.
Bipolar.
She had 4 miscarriages.
It's not transgenderism.
Her son committed suicide last year. She
Yeah.
had severe depression.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen conspiracy theories that the Catholic Church did it.
Because when she ripped up Pope John Paul II's picture
Yeah.
on SNL. In the
That's what I'm
90s.
talking about, Mark.
Yeah. Mhm.
Now you're remembering correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Pat is a beach guy.
All of a sudden, your memory's gotten pretty good.
Anyway, the new news that came out is that she was found unresponsive in her apartment in London, but there's no foul play. So an autopsy is going to be done to find out the exact cause of death. But again, she was tweeting some very dark things before, and as Mark said, she was very upset, obviously, as anyone would be, about her son who committed suicide.
Yeah.
And her last tweets were been living an undead night creature since he was the love of my life, the lamp of my soul. We were one soul in 2 halves. He was the only person who ever loved me unconditionally. Unfortunately, she also has 3 other kids, Jake, Royson, and Yeshua, who is only 16 years old. So she left them behind, which sucks. But terrible thing to happen. R.I.P. to Sinead O'Connor.
The inside baseball is that it was self-inflicted, obviously.
I would,
Yeah.
that would be my
sad.
guess.
She was 56.
Yeah.
Prince wrote Nothing Compares to You, but my God, what a great song.
I'm so glad she did it.
What an incredible song by her. Yeah.
I listened to it today. It's amazing.
Chills. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. On to some trends. Guys, guess who was trending at number 6 today? It was Nancy Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprising, huh?
On Google, our girl Nancy Mace did a little digging. And the fun fact of the day, Nancy Mace is a bad girl. The now 45-year-old cougar grew up in Goose Creek, South Carolina, and she's a high school dropout, guys. She's a bad girl. She's a high school dropout.
Why did she get pregnant?
We got 2 high school dropouts in Congress, baby.
Yeah.
So she dropped out of high school, and she immediately said, her parents were like, if you're going to drop out of high school, you're going to go to work. So guess what she did? She became a waitress at the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
And she earned the largest tips ever recorded for that particular Waffle House. Also,
it's not a fact.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I'll have the big stack.
That's not a fact.
That's fact.
She was told that. Somebody told her that one time, and she took it.
A lot of fantasy football people were throwing their seasons to take the punishment to go to the Waffle House.
I look, small town girl who's never seen the world. This $20 tip's the biggest tip that's ever been given to this Waffle House.
Exactly, Pat. Exactly.
Look at her what she's running around in Congress up there with these high boots and these short skirts.
I'll
My
vote
God.
whatever she's voting.
Also, fun fact: we're not the only ones. Will obviously was on this before we were. But apparently the good people over at FeetWiki are also on the case because they've got quite an array of Nancy feet. Nancy feet pick. There's one, as you can see, she's in high heels. It's pretty good. There's Nancy feet 2. Feet 3. She's wearing some sandals.
Whoa.
Feet 4. You can barely see her feet, but that's good enough. And the coup de grace, why everyone goes there, is that one.
Peak.
Oh, what an idiot! She could have gotten paid for that.
Whoa.
Will, you laughed at the peeking out. That's a fetish unto itself. That's a sub fetish.
Yeah, what else
Just
is
a
under
little.
there?
Just
It's called the peekaboo.
Yeah. It's like a little hermit crab.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
So-
I just want to see the toe tips.
Whoa.
I love that happened in real time because so the UFO conference was Wednesday morning. We covered it on the show Wednesday night. Thursday all day she's trending on Google, which means the cultural zeitgeist was like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
It
It was trending on Twitter too. Her rack was trending on Twitter the day of the hearing.
And also from today, why she also might be trending is because she let everyone know, have a little TMI at a church breakfast that she went to.
This is the new one.
Here's the clip.
Another standing room only event. And when I woke up this morning at 7, I was getting picked up at 7:45. Patrick, my fiance, tried to pull me by my waist over this morning in bed. And I was like, no, baby, we don't got time for that this morning. I got to get to the prayer breakfast and I got to be on time. And a little TMI.
no.
But
Does she know where she is?
he can wait. I'll see him later tonight.
Premarital sex.
Oh,
I was
no.
here
Reference.
early on this together.
At a prayer
Another
breakfast?
year, another
They're living together.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
They're living
There's
together.
a lot of sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
Whoops.
staffer wrote, that was the wrong speech.
Something tells me they're going to let it slide.
Yeah, she looks
I mean-
like a movie star, quite frankly.
Most folks are going to
attractive.
let that slide, but what a high to low right there for Nance. You know, she goes from being the belle of the ball, and then the next day just falls flat on her face at the
You
prayer
think she
breakfast.
fell flat on her face there?
I'm not super religious.
Oh,
but
some
can we get
conservatives
her
will
in
be very
office?
upset.
Can we
But
get her-
I mean, obviously she's fine in our book, Hard Factor book. She's okay.
Can we fast
But,
track
you
her
know.
to president?
What was the
That's what I was
denomination?
kind of thinking, but I don't know enough about her. I need to talk to her. We need to talk to her
Look,
face to face if we're
I
gonna
don't know if it matters.
push it that far. But yeah, I think
I mean, she's from
Frank-
South Carolina. It was some, Christian prayer breakfast, I'm sure.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, like if it was like Baptists, they're not playing that shit. But if it was
some people were
Episcopalians,
offended in the room.
Yeah.
Potentially.
You
Italians
send her
party.
over to the Middle East with those feet,
Okay.
and those boys are going to be rattled.
Yeah.
I bet she did a USO. Did she do a USO?
Yeah.
She needs to.
We have the upper hand
she-
if you
she
send
went
her
to the
over
Citadel.
to the Middle East. Yeah.
She went to the
Right,
Citadel,
right,
right?
right.
And so
That's what I wanna hear,
She
Wes.
she
So-
has some military background of some
There's,
sort.
there's like
maybe? I don't know.
six military academies in this country, the Citadel being one of them.
Citadel.
That's a hard ass school to go to, especially. And I know she wrote a book, right, about that. Do you have that in your dossier?
No, I don't. Why would I dig into a book she wrote?
The eagle has landed. She is,
Wes
she
only
is
did
in
the
the
feet.
Ayatollah.
Kid. Oh, yeah. Tell us about the book she wrote, Pat.
All right. She wrote a book, man. She wrote a book called
Okay,
what's the title of the book?
Yeah.
I guess she was the first woman to go to the Citadel. She wrote a book. The title of the book is like, a woman amongst men or something like that. I'll find the exact title here. But it was talking about, it's
cool.
hard to be a lady in the military, bro, especially in
Yeah.
a fucking
I'd
an
like to
officer's
hear-
school.
I'd like to hear
You're
your
the
takes on
first?
that. Also,
With that
also
rack, yeah,
having
it's impossible almost.
Yeah.
also having
Okay.
like this. She's on her fiance. This would be marriage number 3, right? Or is she? Yeah.
Yes.
So that would be interesting to hear because
She
like
chews through.
it's probably atypical for a politician.
Let me text my brother-in-law right now because she is from like his hometown and they're the exact same age. And I bet we could get a little dirty.
Yeah, a lot of hard Ohio in South Carolina. I think that there's folks in her area.
Yeah.
For sure.
you know
Listeners.
someone that dated
In
her?
fact, somebody in the Discord was chatting with her on Instagram. Let her know to come on the pod. Tell
Yeah.
Nancy Mace
Well,
to come on.
in response to that video, one guy, Barrington Martin, whoever the fuck that is, says, I looked her up. She has 2 kids, been divorced twice, is working on her 3rd marriage. She should have better self-awareness to not bring this type of attention to herself. And then we responded, you leave Nancy the hell alone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Well, look,
Barrington.
yeah.
if she's on her 3rd marriage, what these guys aren't realizing is she gives a lot of guys a chance. This is actually really nice of her,
Right. She's open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You might have
No,
a
she's
shot.
the best. She's the best.
Absolutely.
Nancy's the best.
She is the best.
The book was called "In the Company of Men."
Ooh,
Uh,
baby.
A woman at the Citadel, and yeah, dude, she was she's a military brat. She was born to her dad was an officer, James Emery Mace, and her mom's school teacher. She became the first woman to graduate from the Citadel's Corps of Cadets program. That's crazy.
That's great.
From a
I did,
dropout in high school to the first woman at the Citadel, huh?
Pat, I did see the Citadel
Pretty good.
pictures, but they just weren't as hot as the red dress in the halls of Congress, so I left them out.
Makes sense.
Anyway,
Yeah, but I think he was looking for the information.
Yeah, these are better
Yeah, oh, yeah.
accomplishments.
I was like, what's with these uniform pictures?
Get these out of here.
If I'm in Congress,
They don't even show any feet. No toe.
If I'm in Congress, I'm
Ugh.
making up some bill that she's attracted to work with her on, some sort of joint thing, whatever she's
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
Some
I
long
make
project.
up a committee, yeah.
Yeah.
Her fiance
Nancy,
is Patrick.
Nancy and me committee.
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah,
Bryant.
exactly.
Let's see. Oh, she's a Protestant, so she's cool. She was just out there shooting from the hip like a Protestant does at a prayer breakfast.
Yeah, hey, listen, nothing wrong with that. She's honest. Everyone's Fox.
Real quick, Wes, can we do an internet comment?
Yeah, of course.
Live from the internet. Tiller asks, people need to know Rep Mace versus Governor Noem. Wow.
I'm going
Now
Macy
that-
now.
Mace over
head.
Mace by a
Mace,
mile.
Macy.
Over
Ooh,
that skinny gun nut with no rack or less of a
Well,
rack.
I mean,
Isn't she the one that had
they're
the
both
gun?
they're both
gun
very
restaurant?
very attractive.
They're both
That's that.
attractive. Yeah.
You know what, producer Eric, can you pop a poll up? Is it that should be the
There we
poll
go.
for
There's
sure.
a poll. Okay.
You want to see her fiance?
Yes.
Sure.
He better be handsome.
Okay, here he is.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. I thought they
Patrick
were already
Bryant.
married. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
They've been together a long time.
You can take him down now.
He looks like a man.
Yeah.
Ooh, but here's a candid and at home pick.
Look at that
Ooh,
rack.
there you
Jesus,
go.
what is she doing?
Yeah, what's she doing with it?
On a laptop,
Why is
you
she
know?
allowing us to see it?
How'd she get it like that?
What's she lounging like that?
What is she eating?
Why the Lord do it to us?
All right.
Whoa.
Oh my God! Look at that view.
Look at that.
Yeah,
The cameraman understood the assignment.
Yeah, he's like, I need to move the camera about 5 feet to the left here.
What a delight.
Okay, we want
That camera-
Politics, am I right?
We're gonna get her on the show. We'll probably get her before Jenna Jameson. All right. Moving on. One lucky person, guys, will receive free Subway sandwiches for life as part of the restaurant's big fan contest, as long as that person commits to legally changing their name to Subway. So you can go to their website between 9 a.m. August 1st and
These
11.
guys have a real good track record
11:59 August 4th.
of humans they promote.
Yeah. So you gotta agree. You gotta agree to change your name to Subway legally. They'll give you
Maybe-
7.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
Maybe
What?
stop trying to get random people to promote your stuff, Subway. Maybe hire.
Wait. You have to
with it.
change your name to Subway?
Subway. Yeah. So they'll pay for it to
What?
change your name to Subway.
Is that
750
one
bucks.
word or
No, it's
first
one
and
word.
last name?
One word. You're just gonna be like Prince, but you'll be Subway.
okay?
And then they'll give you $50,000 in Subway gift cards according to the contest rules. So
That's it? No.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You have to get free Subway for life, unlimited.
The last
If
time
you're
we
gonna
picked the guy off
change-
the streets, it went okay. What are these idiots doing?
yeah.
Did it happen in Happy Gilmore where we got the
Jared's
Subway card
thumbnail.
and then they didn't know how to use it? I've heard that before for guys that get the free card for life. Like you can get a free card for life, which Subway should. But then if you try to like bust a free card out of the franchisee, they might be like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
No, but this
Yeah,
guy
exactly.
has the
Yeah.
Subway.
Oh, okay.
Like he's gonna have the ID. Like if you pull out your ID and it just says Subway.
No, he's gonna
And then
have
you
gift
have the
cards.
secondary.
Pat, could
thing.
you imagine a franchisee
Like-
being like, "Sorry, Subway, not here."
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Eat Fresh, not
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, we don't honor that promotion in this franchise.
Yeah.
Well, if I was going to do this, I would get my name to be Jared Subway or Subway Jared. I would like do it, but then throw Jared in there somehow.
For sure.
So they're only going to give you 50 grand. I would actually
Mm-hmm.
be into this if it was free subs unlimited for life. I
How
could be
long do
called
you
the
have to
Subway.
keep your name as Subway because you just change it
Forever.
Let's see. Do the math. Let's say you eat Subway every day.
life, if you want
$10.
sandwiches.
$10 a day. Let's say times
What
What about the
365.
$5 foot long?
Not anymore.
They don't have the
It's
$5
$15.
foot long anymore.
No, dude, they have a $13 foot long.
Yeah, Subway is.
So it's $15 per meal. So if you're
Yeah.
going to eat there twice a day, it's $30 a day. You're going to have to spend out of that 50 grand. And so
Times 365, that's like 9,000, 10,000. It's like over 10,000 a year. So, in
basically
5 years,
5 years. They're giving you 5 years of Subway twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you won't want to eat Subway twice a day, but anyway.
No, you'd be still fucking sick of Subway. That's the other thing. Like if
how
it was
Jared
for
did it.
life unlimited,
It is
I
how
could
Jared
I
did
could
it.
see it. But no, this is a horrible.
But he had the child porn to look forward to on the way home.
What's the youngest chick you ever banged?
I'm getting pretty sick of these sandwiches, but not the child porn.
He was doing it to fuck kids. That's why he was losing the weight, dude.
Well,
He's like, no kid's gonna fuck someone this fat.
He started an organization to fuck kids, didn't he?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah,
Yes,
he had a
Sandusky.
whole setup.
I think
It was
that's
bad.
Sandusky.
It's like the Subway.
Both
It was like
did
the,
it.
the Jared Fogle Kids Foundation.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Sleepover Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving
Let's
on,
get these
guys.
little athletes over to my house. Oh,
Jump
Sandusky.
around. Guys, this is Judge Tracy Soderstrom, and she's in some deep shit. She's an Oklahoma judge after courtroom cameras caught her using her cell phone a lot. during a murder trial of a 2-year-old child. The judge was overseeing the pretrial, jury selection, and opening statements relating to a 2018 death of Braxton Danker, who was 2, who suffered cardiac arrest after developing infection that started from a diaper rash. They also, when they found him unresponsive, he had been beaten. He had broken bones, open wounds, and his parents, his mom, and I guess her boyfriend or her father were charged. Anyway,
she wasn't taking that trial seriously.
She wasn't taking that trial seriously. After she told the jury to turn off all electronic devices to give the trial the full respect, she could be seen in video constantly, texting, searching for gifts, searching on Facebook. At one point, the child's mother took the stand and was crying, and she was still on her phone. There she is.
Damn.
She's just constantly on her phone.
She's scrolling.
She's just
online
scrolling.
shopping.
She was literally on Facebook. There, look, she's looking at like a dinosaur GIF that someone sent her, laughing. So she's in deep trouble. They're investigating her. She probably might get disbarred or whatever it is. But we do have some of the text messages that she was receiving.
Oh wow!
And they're pretty damning.
Exclusive.
It's from a guy that she labeled that good dick, it's he says whoever the good dick is, bae, when you getting off, I need to give you that good dick. And
damn.
Eggplant emoji after that.
Eggplant
He's
emoji
excited.
A little heavy-handed.
And then she says, I told you, boo, I'm in a murder trial, just selecting some morons to be on the jury and some other bullshit. Kissy, lip. Shit, I gotta go. The woman on the stand is crying her eyes out. And then
laughy face.
Oh,
that's
the
the
cry
cry face
emoji.
emoji.
That's so brutal. It's cold-hearted.
Making fun of him. Yeah. And then he says, that good dick says, all right, hey, what the fuck is your Wi-Fi password in this bitch? Because I guess he was staying there. And she responded, it's gavel puss, all caps.
Gavel
With the A at sign for the A.
Yeah,
Slam it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then he says, damn girl, you a fucking freak. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna slam my gavel down deep in your chambers, you bitch. So he starts getting nasty with her, and he's like, and she says, bitch,
shit.
huh? Well, for that, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Your bail is set at making me come 5 times. And
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Devil
Yeah.
emoji.
Good luck
And then
paying
he
that
says,
off.
Yeah, and then he says, 5? That's all you got, you judgy bitch?
Oh.
And she says, oh, I now sentence you. She's a little typo. I now sentence you to making me come 7 times. Want to go for 10?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a courtroom contempt scene, but
Yeah,
for coming.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then
It's
she
like
says,
it's like the Breakfast Club, another one or whatever. Like,
Oh,
set
right.
attention. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Do I? You big black robe wearing bitch.
Oh,
And
damn.
she says, okay, you got it. 10 it is, big boy. But for real, I gotta go now. If you're hungry, there's some leftover Chinese food in the fridge. Needs to be eaten today before it's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Practical.
I'm gonna eat that Chinese shit, and then I'm gonna eat you big white bitch.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
And then
She
and
set him up for that. Talking
Yeah,
about
and
eating.
Now he's really ready.
And then she says, okay, enough. I got to go before I get in trouble. Take a shower, please. And then he says, tell me where you keep your towels in this motherfucker.
So
Period.
yeah,
Period. Yeah.
sometimes
And then
period,
proper
yeah.
punctuation.
Good punctuation on that. Sometimes like it's
Yeah.
you can only check those good dick side dick texts at work. So that's probably what pressured her into it, I guess. Yeah.
There's something hot about it. There's something hot about you're supposed to be presiding over a murder trial,
Right.
But
It's a new relationship. Those can get in the way of everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we've all been there.
Yeah.
Lose your mind. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your job suffers in a new relationship. Let's
You know
be
what
honest.
they say in a new relationship, you could be presiding over a 2-year murder trial, and the mom of the victim could be crying her eyes out, and you wouldn't even notice.
But
Yeah.
so did someone complain about this big white bitch, or did they
Yeah.
found the
Yes.
video first? Okay.
Someone complained. They looked over the video.
About everyone
and-
complained.
Yeah. I mean, it was obvious. She had her phone on her lap the whole
Yeah,
time.
it was bad. I mean, she was
Yeah.
was just looking at it, scrolling while people were talking. It's not good.
Yeah. I mean, here's the picture. She's just looking at like a dinosaur emoji.
Well, the video you
Um,
played, she was just straight up scrolling. Like,
Yeah,
like,
she
she was like looking at all sorts of shit.
highly inappropriate what she's looking at. There's just looks like she's watching a video there. So
Did
she's
she-
in trouble.
Is she a Martin Reese fan? Did she leave a nasty comment on our TikTok during the trial?
I don't know. Maybe.
So she makes at least, this is a little bit outdated potentially, but at least $257,000 a year. And that's in 2019, at least. And that's in Oklahoma. So she is like,
She's balling out of
she's
control
a
in
god
Oklahoma.
down there.
Yeah.
The towels are everywhere. In every closet, she got a text her back. All towels.
She's got a lot of
Go to
money
the towel
for-
room.
Yeah, for side apartments and stuff too. So
Right.
makes sense. Adds up.
She said, which of my houses are you in?
Right.
When you say this bitch, are you referring to the condo?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a key somewhere. That good dick always gets a key. And that, guys, brings us to
the cream of the crop.
Wait. Hang on, guys. I'm getting some breaking news here. I was gonna do the cream of the crop, talk about Biden, and this is the ex of Jill Biden causing some, but holy shit, breaking news. It seems that Nancy Mace has been abducted by aliens. And they have left a message. They have left a message confirming not only their existence, but that they indeed abducted Nancy. I'm getting word from sources that apparently the end of the message is very alarming. Just want to warn everyone out there.
They saw the hearing, Mark. I mean,
So they're intelligent. They're highly intelligent.
we're obviously watching the hearing because I mean,
yeah. So this is breaking on Hard Factor. I have the exclusive audio. Again, Nancy Mace confirmed has been abducted by aliens. Okay.
Attention humans, this is the alien commander. You guys have been talking about us a lot lately. Just wanted to let you know that we got Nancy. We got her. We beamed her up. You take a look around. You're not going to see her. That's because she's on our ship. And we're headed home. Quite frankly, we came to Earth looking for the human with the best rack. And you kind of dropped her in our lap. You kind of just dropped her right in our lap. So thank you for that. Bad news is you'll never see Nancy again. The good news is we have no more business on Earth. We're going to go back home. Nancy's fine. Hey guys, will you give Nancy a little room to breathe? Jesus. Anyway, she's gonna be fine. Thank you. So, we won't be seeing Nancy anymore. No way we're giving her back. Not a chance in hell we're giving her back. But the good news is that, we won't be back. So, carry on. Good luck. And, that's it. That's it. Okay, guys, someone pull Karnak off of Nancy, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Damn.
Nancy, you okay? You guys are animals.
Is that directions?
I wonder if they've picked up on the correlation between Congress people named Nancy and their racks.
Whoa. Yeah, they could have come 40 years ago.
They may have missed
little Nancy.
They missed their shot, and then they got back this time.
Fool us once, shame on us, but not this time.
So I don't know what to say. I mean, that's a long.
I mean, I'm happy for her. Honestly, she's going to be revered as a goddess on this planet. It sounds like.
Oh, she'll be worshipped.
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna have
Gavin brings up a good point in the chat. Better rack Nancy or AOC. So we still have AOC. Left us her.
She's goddamn unbeatable.
And also Sana Marin. You can't forget Sana Marin. And I mean,
she's a smaller racked human.
It's true, but if we're talking about a grand slam of female politicians, there's a few that are being unmentioned.
I think we're all just kind of wrapped up in Nancy right now, and the aliens kind of got wrapped up in it too, and they just
they went for it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Tell you where Nancy likes to hang is the Windjammer on Isle of Palm, South Carolina, which I know pretty well. And
as a beach guy,
it's a good hang. As a beach guy, I know that spot. It's on the beach, guys. It's a bar actually on the beach, and I don't know. I know we have some listeners out there. Why don't you start frequenting the Isle of Palms Windjammer establishment and just hang out? She'll come in this summer, I guarantee it.
There you go.
Well, if the aliens let her go, that is, Pat.
Right. If
right.
she's released by the alien.
Doesn't sound like they're gonna.
I love Seed Mama Jump is playing pretty soon, so
I don't think there's a chance in hell.
But mission accomplished.
Not willingly. We might have to. I mean, if they don't give her up, we might have to
This is like
launch a counteroffensive.
But Nancy was able to confirm that aliens do exist by allowing herself to be abducted by sending that message.
This is like Helena Troy. This is the rack that launched 1,000 spaceships.
Yeah.
Now we got to do an intergalactic war.
We're gonna save the rack.
We need Randy Quaid. We need to get Randy Quaid because he's the guy who got the aliens out last time. So it's similar situation.
I hope they calibrated their blasters because they're carrying some extra weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They must have left a few aliens here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to jettison.
That thing didn't get off the ground, did it?
Well, and they're light too. So
struggling.
Yeah. Nancy's got like two of them on her chest, the weight wise, so
they're just in Death Valley hovering.
Two aliens are fucked. Yeah.
Trying to
We're gonna have to kick her off.
Yeah.
Hell no. We die here.
The rack might save her after all. Before I do the ad, go into the comments real quick. Corey Webb says, "Sounds like this big bitch has more condos than Carlos."
Whoa,
which is
that's a lot of condos.
It's a lot of condos. And that was a cup of coffee in the big time, which is brought to you by Bird Dogs. BirdDogs.com/HNews is the only way you get a free tumbler when you also go order the best shorts, shirts, joggers, sweats, pants around. Seriously, it's summertime. Will's got them on. He's rocking them always and forever.
On those.
Oh man, I mean they are so comfortable. And
Jump
again,
into a hot tub, be dry in instance.
Do whatever you want in them.
Yeah, do whatever you want them. You got to go to birddogs.com/HNews in order if you want to get that free tumbler, which is in itself a great gift. And you're welcome.
Yes, you are. Treat yourself to the free tumbler and all of the Bird Dogs clothes because they're fucking incredible, as Wes said.
Yep.
Pat, you want to go next? You want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go. All
right.
You see the breaking news real quick, Pat?
No. Dial it up.
Intern Jackson says Randy Meisner, founding member of the Eagles, died.
Oh, R.I.P.
The whole Eagles show is Joe Walsh now. Anyway, I think that he's the only touring guy.
Wes just saw the Eagles.
Yeah, I just saw him, and they had mentioned that it was probably their last tour, probably because maybe he knew he was ill.
Right.
R.I.P. Randy.
That's a trip,
also,
man.
Intern Jackson wanted us to mention that Patrice Bergeron retired in the leaving the Bruins centerless on the first line. So
I only know athletes named Connor that play hockey, so I don't know.
Oh, right. Yep. Sorry.
How good is he? Is he like half a Connor, or how are we?
He's a legendary player. But I should have translated that into hockey talk for you guys.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay. That was like fucking gibberish.
Real quick, big thought on the subject of the Eagles. One, you guys think about this. Our generation of music listeners was the last generation to have superstars. That's why like old ass bands headline music festivals, because post 2001, which was the year you could be the most famous on this globe, you could only be exponentially less famous, right? So
what happened? Is it because they got rid of TRL?
Just because the internet made taste democratize what was popular, and you could have a lot more littler artists.
Damn DJs, Will.
The internet.
So check this out. So they built all these gigantic venues, right? Maybe over the last 50 years to program acts like the Eagles, assuming that superstar acts would continue to get churned out, but they haven't been. So there's not going to be talent to program into these venues, amphitheaters, right, in 10 years. So what a lot of people are saying is going to happen is that bands like the Eagles are going to do what the Temptations did and just franchise. But that only gives you maybe 5 or 10 more years of runway.
Like the Blue Man Group?
Like the Blue Man Group, Mark. Think about it.
Dude, I was going on a walk the other day with a dog, and there's 2 garage bands in my neighborhood, but one of them absolutely shreds. They sounded so good through the garage. I wanted to go in there so bad.
The live music capital of the world, bro. A buddy of mine,
they were rocking.
buddy of mine signed his neighbors during COVID to a big record deal just like that.
These guys are talented. You can tell.
Wait, but Pat, the Temptations aren't franchised, right?
Oh yeah, they're franchised big.
Well, yeah, but it's the original people. Still
and they're waiting for that guy to die. No one knows that there's one original member of the Temptations left, and no one knows.
I saw him like 7 years ago or 6 years ago.
3 have died since then.
Yeah.
There's just so much out there now. There's a bunch of good music being made, but there's just so much being made from different angles that you don't hear all of it. Right.
These guys rocked. These guys are good. And
Get their name.
There's this giant blue van that looks like a Megadeth style van like in my neighborhood, that guy's clearly in the band.
Yeah. That's classic
That's
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Let's kick it on to Florida, guys. It is Friday, by the way. If you're not a member of our Patreon, lowest tier, easiest barrier of entry, $5 a month. Gets you 4 Florida Man Fridays a month. So
And
go ahead
Discord.
and go to patreon.com/hardfactor. Throw us $5. Forget about it. At the end of the year, you paid Hard Factor $60, and you supported or patronized great comedy,
And you get Discord chat access with us,
and a whole bunch more other stuff, right?
I'm going to do a spiel on it in 30 minutes as well. So you're going to hear from Pat. You're going to hear from me. If you guys enjoy the show, the free show, think about sponsoring us a little bit and getting the extra content. It's totally worth it.
Super easy. Yeah. $5 is nothing. All right, guys. So we've been talking about this since the show started back in 2018. Challenges, right? We've been mostly focused on TikTok challenges, and I'll be honest with you, we've stretched the truth a little bit about what actually is a challenge. Now, not from our own devices. The news has really done it, right? Like, for example, the hot water challenge wasn't a challenge, guys. The challenge of all challenges was the ice bucket challenge, the ALS ice bucket challenge, right? Where people would actually challenge someone.
Yeah, then you were like, you have to dump it on you
to do the thing. Then there were some challenges, like call them trends, I guess.
Milk crate
like,
challenge was a good challenge.
Milk crate, that was an actual challenge. Devious licks could be determined as a challenge, which was like,
I think that was proven to be fake, though.
But it was fake, but it didn't prevent or kids still fucked up bathrooms, right? And
the granddaddy of them all, Tide Pod challenge.
Right, so that's an actual challenge. Well, great thought. So that's a challenge that's dangerous to yourself and others, right? And also it's a challenge. That's probably where it peaked. The ones that are really fucking dumb aren't really challenges.
One chip challenge.
One chip challenge was a challenge, but like hot water wasn't. What was the other one? Like
trip your buddy and that crack your buddy's skull challenge.
Set yourself on fire.
Shit like that just isn't. It isn't becoming a
run in front of traffic challenge.
Two guys are doing it, but.
Right, I get what you mean. That's not really a challenge.
It's not a challenge.
It's like that's just you filming yourself doing stupid shit and calling it a challenge.
Right. The first thing I do when I see the news reporting on a new YouTube or TikTok or whatever social media platform challenge is I go on that platform and I search for that challenge. 99% of the time, it's not on there. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Right. Even like the chicken. Even like the chicken wars. There's only like 15 people participating.
Exactly.
Chicken. Yeah. From Intern Jackson, that was a good
right.
one.
Remember that guy we had on that eats raw chicken? We should check on him. See if he's dead. Brady.
Oh, the NyQuil chicken. Yeah,
anyway, okay. So, look, there's a new challenge afoot, except there's fucking not. But kids are catching on at how dumb the news is, and also older people in general, and they're using the challenge bullshit to cover up their tracks for doing terrible things. And an 11-year-old girl in Florida is really leading the charge on this, if you ask me. So an 11-year-old girl in Florida.
Shit your pants challenge.
It's the shit your pants challenge. Well, let me play you the body cam footage first, and then I'll let you guys guess what it is
in church
that she did. So what you're going to be hearing at home is an 11-year-old girl being talked to by a sheriff's deputy from Florida, and also her father. Those are the two adult voices speaking. Here we go.
Stay calm. You can talk to your parents. We can open the window and let you talk to them. Nothing's going to happen to you. Do you understand that? Okay.
I'm telling you this right now. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this, Daddy.
You know, this is going to be an opportunity for you to turn this into a learning experience. This is not something you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life.
Okay? The last guy just said.
Okay. Yeah, the dad and the cop are just saying the same shit.
Well, the dad was saying what dads and parents say in front of police, which is "You're so dead. You're punished forever." That's what parents say in front of police. Police will tell you that. Parents will tell you that. Whether or not you're actually dead or punished, it's a different story. But the cop was saying, essentially, don't be afraid. And look, I got arrested at 11 years old. It's a scary fucking proposition. The cops weren't as nice to me as they were to this woman.
Same here when I mooned the bus. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What do you guys think she did?
It said.
I saw what it said.
It said on the text. She
reported her friend missing.
Reported her friend missing fakely.
Okay. An 11-year-old girl in Florida was arrested after falsely texting authorities that her friend was kidnapped. Just stop here. We have an 80-20 split on listeners versus viewers. An
Well,
11-year-old.
you didn't warn us. You can't ask us a question after we just saw the text. You gotta be like, and pretend like you don't know.
You've never acted before in your life.
I didn't know you wanted us to
Just
act.
like I hate the beach, guys. An 11-year-old Florida girl.
I'm pretty sure she reported a false missing person.
She was arrested after falsely texting authorities that her friend was kidnapped by an armed man. Okay, and she later confessed that it was a prank, part of a YouTube challenge. Okay.
Oh no,
Right.
See, that's
So,
a bullshit excuse, right?
It's fucking bullshit, bro. I went on YouTube. There's no challenge. It's not happening. There's
Yeah,
one video of some 14-year-olds calling 911 and being like, I have a scratch. And then the 911 lady being fucking sharp on her feet and be like, have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Wednesday morning, this girl texts 911, which she can do, and says that her friend, who's 14, was abducted by, quote, an armed male driving a white van on South I-95 in Oak Hill. And the Volusia Sheriff's Office responded. And then the girl said that she was following the van in a blue Jeep, which I guess she didn't say she was 11 at the time. So she's saying, I'm in a Jeep following a van who has my 14-year-old friend.
Totally fake report. Okay, yeah, crime.
Big time. They dispatched sheriff's deputies everywhere. An Amber Alert went out. They're looking for this white van. They're looking for this blue Jeep. They can't find it fucking anywhere. Finally, they're like, wait a minute. And I guess probably because over an hour and a half period of time, she keeps texting updates, including a description of the man, which I cannot wait to see how racist this little fuck is. And then also, what do you think the description of the man was? Who knows?
And it's 11-year-old. How did the dispatcher ever get a little bit wise? Like, well, these are weird texts. Like,
yeah, they definitely had some suspicion, but it will actually be like a pretty good sociological experiment to see if she implied race or not in the text. But they'll come out eventually. We'll update you. She said the man had a gun, so things got pretty serious. For 90 minutes, officers are running around with their lights on, trying to find this abducted 14-year-old girl in a van with a man with a gun. They finally be like, let's go check out where the texts are coming from. They roll to the girl's house in Port Orange, Florida. And the girl was holding her cell phone, which was ringing as she walked up to meet the deputies. And when, I guess, they walked up, she was calling 911, said they were on the scene, and they figured it out. And she said it's part of a YouTube challenge. Thought it'd be funny.
What a psycho.
damn.
But there's no challenge, guys.
No.
Yeah, right. This is a bullshit excuse. She's a little kid. She got scared. She didn't know what to say. So she was like, YouTube challenge.
It's a smart excuse.
Smart. Yeah, she's
smart as shit.
She's
smart.
evil and smart. This way, we need to keep an eye on this 11-year-old.
For her. Yeah.
She didn't look that scared.
Somebody who dates this chick is going to be tortured.
Everybody that dates her, not just somebody.
Well, they'll have a lot of fun though. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, it's going to be a wild ride, but I mean, hopefully the cop says she gets it straightened out. But if that behavior continues into adulthood, somebody's in trouble.
Do you remember how it used to be in the summertime, kids getting in trouble would spike because they got nothing to do, they're not going to school? Now that's the case from not even leaving your house.
Oh yeah, you can swat someone if you want to.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, here Nick M brings up a good challenge. This one's one that all the guys can kind of relate to. The premature ejaculation challenge. Hey. Evan is participating in the premature ejaculation challenge.
Not the classic one, just a constant everyday struggle. Also the nickel chicken, back to that one, that was a hilarious one. It was a fake. They made a fake trend, make the news. Nickel chicken.
Is Will fucked up?
Is Will frozen for everyone? Yeah.
I
think Will, your internet's real bad.
Yeah, cutting in and out.
He's 8-bit right now.
You should probably exit then re-enter or jiggle the handle or something because we can't hear you or you're frozen.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Second here.
Oh, you're back. I think you're back.
Better. You're getting better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
This is it's like you overloaded LimeWire for a second, right? There were too many people.
You were downloading dangerous
tides.
Like
it's
the download challenge.
Yeah. Dangerous tides.
Hey, we're good.
Out of control cum shots.
And perfect timing.
Control.
Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. The Florida Man Friday, patreon.com/hardfactor. This week especially, you need to listen to that podcast, the full one, because Wes goes into depth big time journalism looking for, is Lucy from Chipotle in Fort Myers real?
God,
Okay,
what a
so
good show that was.
and we're still working. You know, we got more information for you, but you need to hear. I mean, we're on the trail, and you need
Lucy,
to
everyone know
the
the story?
scandalous Chipotle worker that's sleeping
the
with
one
everyone's
who's sleeping
husbands,
with, yes,
with all
yes,
the work,
Mark.
with all the customers' husbands.
Oh, we're on the scene, Mark. Wes
Yeah,
is on the scene. He
we
was
talked to a
inside
lot of
Fort
people.
Myers. Yeah.
Whoa.
Right? Yeah, we got confirmation that
Well,
there's exclusives.
You
on
have
our
to
show.
listen. You have to listen to the full Florida Man Friday to hear what happened because it will blow your fucking mind. Okay, but we got more Florida stories. It's Florida Man Friday. Happy Florida Man Friday. So, meet this Florida man. Sometimes, you know, all men, especially Florida men, they get mad, you know, in an argument, right? You get in an argument, you get upset. And sometimes it might be with your woman, right? Your old lady. And that'll really get under your skin potentially because, you know, it's so close to home, right? And sometimes you might do something bad, or sometimes a man may do something bad, a Florida man in this case may do something real bad. And I want you guys to meet 55-year-old Marshall Dimmick of Rosewood, Florida. See him? And you could, yeah. What do you think of his look?
He looks like a beach guy.
He looks like he's from Long Island.
Yeah.
He looks like an actual beach guy, not a fake beach guy.
Yeah.
He's dirty.
Yeah, he's tanned.
Anyone see
Tan
how
is
tan I
balding.
got this summer?
No,
Yeah.
you go outside, but you just don't go to the actual beach. But
I think it's the sand. Not a sand. Pat's not a sand
right.
guy.
He doesn't like getting sand. He doesn't like showing off his ankles. Is the thing. So,
Just a straight line between my foot and my thigh.
anywhere where he has to go completely sock and shoeless, he's not going to be a part of it.
Yeah, I've got the legs of a Lego man.
Right. Yeah. So Dimmick, he's got very shapely legs. Probably
Right,
he's
right.
very tan. He's loving the beach, and he commits a lot of crimes. He's a felon. Okay, 55 years old from Rosewood, Florida, and you can tell by the look in his eyes. He's in prison or in jail by now. He's still upset by whatever this woman said to him. Okay, and I think it's his partner. They're calling it a domestic dispute. You know, I don't know exactly what happened, but what do you guys think he did based on his picture? You know,
He
what
looks sad, so
happened?
maybe threw something heavy at them, injured them.
Yeah,
Assault.
good guess.
I like the toss down there. Yeah.
Right. Like threw like a
Yeah.
gator or a frying pan. You know.
Punched her in the face. He punched her in
Okay.
the face.
No, nope. This is newsworthy. If you had guessed dunking his unnamed old lady's head into a vat of tar and then holding her at shotgun point to win the argument, you nailed it.
That'll get
feather
you. That'll get
too?
you the win. That'll get you. Yeah, yeah, feather. Yeah. That'll get you the win of the argument.
Why did he have tar?
I don't know.
To win the argument.
You know why?
Yeah.
For a rainy day.
That's my argument. This is my argument. Tar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
He's just
Vat of tar in the
she's mouthing off, and he fires up the burner to heat up the tar.
Yeah. Keep talking.
All right. You
getting
okay? Okay. All right. You keep talking.
I swear to God, if you're still mouthing off in 6 minutes, you are gonna be hot and sticky and angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what happened, Pat. Yeah. So no word, like I said, on what the argument was over, but probably where to go to dinner or something like that. But the police report states during the argument, Dimmick dunked her head into a vat of a tar-like substance that's used to treat clam and oyster bags. He also pointed a shotgun at her and choked her to near unconsciousness. Dimmick is a convicted felon and prohibited from possessing a firearm. The victim was transported to a
And
local
tar
hospital for treatment
now.
of chemical burns to her face and arms. Yeah, you shouldn't have tar either.
No more tar either.
Yeah.
The argument was about whether or not he had tar.
Yeah. No. It's.
I got it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have that tar.
Well, what if I start becoming a roofer? What
Yeah.
then?
Tar is very versatile. You don't think it's versatile, do you?
I think
I'll
it was
show
gonna be
you
fun.
versatile.
Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
another use for tar. Your face.
I think it was over the guns because it turns out a convicted felon had several guns on him. After the incident, Dimmick tried to hide his guns on a neighboring property, but the cops found them, and those were just charges added to his gigantic list of charges that's putting him back in prison now for, I don't know, the severalth time, it sounds like from the articles. So I think the moral of the story is, like we've been saying, watch out for guys that keep a vat of tar just laying around.
You shouldn't be allowed to
shit. Don't
to
talk
buy
shit to guys
tar.
who do asphalting.
Yeah.
Seal coating,
You can't.
striping.
Tar can do a lot of damage. You shouldn't be allowed to just go up and pick up some tar.
I'm
Just
trying to
leaving
find
it
out if you can
open
buy it.
in the
I'm
house.
looking at it right
You
now.
absolutely can buy it. It's $1 to $3 per square foot. It's it's used for like asphalting. So anyone that works in construction or asphalting, like
I feel like you have to have like a city like
they're
permit,
gonna ask
like,
questions.
I don't think any
These
Joe
are the
Schmo can go
four
buy a
guys
bunch
you
of
should
tar.
not have
Yeah,
talking about this. So this is gonna piss so many
Right,
guys
I know,
off
but
who
Wes-
actually
but
know
Wes-
what the fuck
Wes,
you do.
so
with
many
Oh, yeah,
people
there's a
work in
lot of good
construction.
uses for
There's
tar,
So
I'm
many
sure.
people work in construction, they can just bring it home.
Okay, I
from
see.
work.
There's one.
no.
There's a 5-gallon jug of roof and foundation liquid asphalt tar for $80 on Amazon.
There you go.
What I'm saying is, if you just keep the tar
Yeah.
out
I'll get you
in,
tar
in the
today.
house, if you just keep the tar out there for whenever you need it, it's probably like
What was his name? Well, let me do a little background check to see if I can
Asphalt
find it.
his Marshall Dimmick, Marshall, first name, last name Dimmick, Dimick of
From
Rosewood,
Dimmick's Roofing.
Florida.
Rosewood.
Rosewood, Florida.
Okay, I'll see if I can't find his
Definitely looks
occupation.
like he could be a roofer.
Wes
That's for
thinks
sure.
tars like diamonds.
I know.
But-
I just know you can cause a lot of damage with a 5-gallon jug of tar.
I don't think it's called a jug.
You could do that with
Five-
gasoline.
It's a vat,
Check
isn't
it.
it?
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
get you
no, no,
5
but guys,
gallons of gasoline
tub.
right now.
Guys, did you hear? Was that my
bucket
internet
of tar.
fucked up? Did you hear the part that
Pail. It's a pail of tar.
It's a tar-like substance that's used to treat clam and oyster bags. That's what.
Oh,
that's what
okay.
tar-like.
Like
It's tar, but it's a tar-like substance to treat clam
Safer
and oyster
tar.
bags. It's like what you coat one of those bags in. It sounds.
lowercase
He's,
t.
he's
tar.
a waterman of some sort.
He looks like a waterman.
knows?
Like an alcoholic
He's a journeyman.
He's a prisoner. Back.
Yes.
Back.
Should I still do the background check? I'm still gonna do the background check here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see
Yes,
what Dimmick's
definitely.
record is. And if that wasn't bad enough, guys, how about this? A manatee name. I mean, glad the woman survived, but this one's darker. The darker side of Florida Man Friday. A manatee
Darker than tar.
named. Yeah, Wes, much darker.
Tar's the darkest thing out there, man.
You haven't heard this story yet. You haven't heard this story yet. Yeah.
Try to
A
see through
manatee.
tar.
Yeah, you can't. You can't at all. A manatee, a lovable manatee named Hugh at the Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in Sarasota, Florida, has died after a brutal sexual encounter with his brother, Buffett.
Damn.
Yeah.
What kind of
Buffett
counter?
fucked him to death.
Yep. Two brothers, two male manatees.
He fucked him to
You.
death.
Yes. Buffett. Okay, Mark, the two manatees, males, adult males, were participating in detailed behavioral research for years at the facility. And even with Hugh being 38 years old and his bigger, stronger brother with a massive dick sharing the same tank, apparently nobody thought to bring in some chicks for their 2-month mating season every summer.
Oh, no.
And Buffett,
2 months.
finally,
He's
Every
just swimming
day?
back and forth, slapping each side of the tank. I'm gonna fuck something.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
2
like
months.
prison.
Tell you what, I'm gonna fuck something
my God.
before these 2 months is out.
I'm too horny tonight. Fuck something.
and because they're brothers, they're friendly and they want to be together.
Yeah.
And Buffett had finally had enough, and the scientist said it would never be a problem. But no, necropsy revealed that Hugh died from a 14.5 centimeter rip in his colon and other traumatic injuries sustained in the sexual encounter with his brother
This is
Buffett.
darker. This is dark. Someone's got to lose their job over this.
Yeah, I
R.I.P.
don't-
Hugh.
I don't know.
R.I.P. Hugh.
I don't know, Doc.
Hugh.
Maybe we should get him a female. He looks like he's gonna fuck something.
Yeah.
Someone drove
Yes,
a truck in his ass.
Wow. That's a novel idea. Maybe don't force two horny brothers to live in a tank together alone for years when they have a mating season every summer and do nothing about it. You know,
I don't know. It's a 3-second autopsy. They're like, oh my God. Oh,
I don't know, Doc. I mean, after 2 months and no food, I'd eat Arby's, and that asshole's looking a lot like Arby's right now.
Whoa.
Yep.
Sounds like Buffett was going to kill whatever they tossed in that tank by fucking it, though. You know, if it was unlucky enough to have a female get tossed in there, she was dead.
Yeah,
too.
but Wes, what if they had let the dudes party for years? Let them get.
It was too late. It was
get
too
their
late.
nut off. Get their rocks off.
Has this horny judge heard about this?
38 years old. Who knows how old Buffett is, dude? These guys have been in the tank, just blue balling it up for decades, and the scientists are like, "Oh, we didn't think it would be a problem." Well, that's a big fucking problem.
We got to take it to the internet here for Stephen C's comment. Yeah, Will.
Stephen C says definitely Hugh Janus.
Yeah.
Is their last name Janus?
Yeah.
Mr. Janus?
Apparently
Mr.
not.
Hugh Janus?
Reservation for Janus?
Yeah, Hugh Janus.
Yeah.
That poor manatee.
Could have been his full name. I mean, the scientists really, they're taking no blame. They claim that this was a voluntary manatee behavioral study. I guarantee that's not fucking voluntary the way.
Yeah, did they volunteer? They don't even have hands to put up.
That.
Look, we learned a few things about manatees, okay?
This would have happened in the wild. Let's move on.
Unbelievable what they did to
Jesus.
those manatees in that tank. Thanks to Dankstone for sending that one in. And we're all mammals after all, just like the manatees. And speaking of that, Florida man in the Hardo Hive, Pepper Prescott, he spoke to an NOAA scientist who thinks that the orcas, who are now being cited in Florida, are moving into Florida for good. More details on the full Florida Man Friday podcast.
Wow.
Some idiot will be dead in no time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sounds like watch your anuses.
Gotta go swim with the orcas.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's about to end up like Hugh, R.I.P. Hugh. All right, look, one more time. Sorry, R.I.P. Hugh.
That's a bummer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Janus. Your table's not ready.
We're gonna need a bigger chair.
Rest in power, bottom Hugh.
Yeah,
Janus.
exactly. All right, you guys know what time it is, right? You know what time it is.
It's time for the high five.
I recognize the new patrons, the Hardo Hive in the Discord. Remember, add us to sign up for Patreon at patreon.com/hardfactor, and are having issues joining the Discord or seeing all the threads. You gotta assign a role to you after you sign up, So when you first get in there, you might only see a couple general threads. We'll assign a role to you so you see everything that you're supposed to. Lots of good convos, funny content in the Discord. Get in there. So new to the Patreon game recently are Zach H, Nick T, Mark S, Patrick D, Patrick J. What's up, Patrick DJ? Dallas Dave, San Diego Pat, lots of Pats, Coach Rowe, Bug, Austin P, Mac G, Edward, Randall H, and Ross L. Sup?
Yo,
nice.
Ross L or Ross L?
It.
Hugh Janus, Ross L.
Way to go. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. And all of our patrons really appreciate it. When you don't hear a lot of ads on the show, know that Patreon is a fantastic way to always support the podcast and get a bunch of additional content as well. 2 shows a week, Hive Hour and Florida Man Friday, and the archives of those as well as the Discord, which is a great daily chat, a great community of people. So please, if you enjoy the show, consider signing up for Patreon at patreon.com/hardfactor or subscribing to the bonus shows on Spotify or Twitter, which we just set up Twitter subscription. So that's coming in the next week or so. Okay, on to 5-star reviews, which we have some new ones this week. Nice. Nice. Let's see here. We have 4. You can leave us a 5-star review on the Apple Podcast app or on Spotify. It helps us out, and we read the Apple ones here at the end of the week, so you can make us say whatever you want, really. This first one actually was if you look at the date, this was left on, I guess, because of the Patreon shows, it splits them in Apple. So it's the same icon, and it's technically our shows, but it's we have the 5,000 reviews at 4.8 stars or whatever it is for the main show. And then we have 2 reviews, and we're 5.0 out of 5.0 for for the Patreon show. So I found this one. This was left on the Patreon version of our show. It says, the title is actually the best non-depressing podcast. It says it's like the Onion employees had a podcast. So nice.
Fantastic review.
5.0. I imagine that people are probably going to be leaving us good reviews if they're, subscribing to our additional content. But anyways, next one.
Not bad for a podcast with some guys with clinical depression, right?
A whole host of issues. I mean, all of us are a mixed bag of problems. But yeah.
Can you believe we do that for you?
That's right. Some not nice comments coming up at the end of this. Here's one from, let's see here, from Dave Cornell. And Dave Cornell says, how many reviews are too many? I feel like this is the 4th time I gave it the 5 stars, but I'll do it again. Remember, only one really counts, but this is a good review, so I'm reading it. These gentlemen are great. They make me laugh, fun to talk to on the Discord overall. They make my day better. Join the Golden Elbow tier and get a delightful calendar of all the host and drag, shirtless, doing odd jobs, looking like firemen, and other whimsical situations. Best pod ever in the news comedy section with 80% accuracy 100% of the time.
Nice.
So he's advocating for a Golden Elbow perk to be a custom calendar. Interesting.
I think we can make that happen if we have to set a number of people we want in the Golden Elbow.
Yeah,
50?
Yeah, 50, maybe 20. I don't know. We'll have to see.
That.
We'll see where the numbers are at, but we'll let you know. We will set a Golden Elbow incentive very soon.
That's right.
On that note, can we just do a revisit real quick? When Hunter Biden's laptop dropped, we were like, we should do a calendar, and there was like a big debate. We ended up not doing it. Retrospect, should we have done it? I don't know.
Yeah, like us being
just Hunter Biden. Just 12 months of Hunter Biden. Smoking crack.
Oh,
prostitutes.
Yeah,
but we shouldn't have sold it. We shouldn't have sold it from Hard Factor. We should have sold it under like a shell corporation.
Yeah,
that when those people get sued and the CIA tries to take them out, we don't take the heat for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just didn't have we were doing the podcast, Pat. We didn't have the strength, the bandwidth to get it done.
Makes sense.
We can Photoshop like a Christmas hat on them for December, doing crack, just like different. Okay.
Yeah, no, it'd have been amazing. It'd sell like hotcakes.
Nikki Trash Can says, why'd they put it out there if they didn't want me to smell it? Gang. Ice cream so good. Gang. Yes. You got me feeling like a cowgirl. Gang.
Nice one.
See what we goofy shit. And then the last one this week is from the good doctor who's been a Hive member for a while. It says Goldman Photography. Title is the only news source worth listening to, period. I ignored the news my entire life because it was a politically biased dumpster fire served on a platter by robotic sounding humans with fluff pieces between. Hard Factor revolutionized the news game, enabling me to stay informed without becoming violently depressed. The genuine effort to present unbiased new views on the top of headlines in a laid-back comedic style is genius. Never before have I been better informed, entertained, and involved with a news medium or podcast. These boys have unlocked the secret. Also, if anyone is interested in AI-generated art related to neurosurgery and technology, please give my Instagram account a follow at Papa Pituitary. Would really appreciate the support. Thanks for all the that you do, gentlemen. Your service to the country deserves more recognition. HAGFD from Dr. Matt. Also, P.S. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, seriously, go see your doctor and avoid a stroke in the future.
Dr. Matt, I'm scheduling my doctor's appointments that I haven't had in several years soon. Thank you.
Dr. Matt, that's all I wanted to hear from you. Well, I mean, it's music.
I'll do it too.
We'll do it, Dr. Matt. When does someone have to stick a finger in my ass? 40?
You got time.
Soon.
Yeah, it's around the corner.
Right?
I haven't had that yet, but maybe I should.
I might leave it. I might leave it 30 as a prank.
Whoa. Yeah.
What'd you find there, Doc?
That'll really incentivize them to.
What'd you find, Doc?
The cancer.
Yeah. Might want to throw that glove out. So there
you need to find a new doctor after that. Fuck that.
Little prank. Ooh, did you get a piece of corn? So there you go. Great reviews. Keep them coming, please.
That was from last week.
I haven't even had corn ever. Somehow, that's weird.
What do you make of that medically?
Reviews. Okay. Yes. Yeah, what do you make of that? Unpleasant reviews from Martin Reese's followers might be coming at the end. We'll see how we feel about that. But first, let's do voicemails. All right, let's do some voicemails.
It's 5:30 in the morning. We're
You guys hear it?
listening to the Monday
You guys hear it? Okay.
We did, yeah.
morning show. Look, Mark, you're one of the best. I guess what was that thing you guys did on Florida Man Friday where it was like the twin movie thing? Like, you know your shit about movies, brother. However, here are some excellent under 100-minute movies. Number one, Reservoir Dogs. 99 minutes. It took 99 minutes for Quentin Tarantino to tell that story. Extremely creative. Finding Nemo. Fucking Up. Monsters, Inc. Toy Story fucking 1 and 2. How to
Coach
Train
loves
Your Dragon.
kicking
I'm
ass
just reading
and
on the
watching
IMDb
animation.
list. Let's
Well,
see, fucking
okay, but that's-
Fargo from 1996 was 98
cool.
minutes long. I think now people aren't that good at telling stories, so they got to pull that shit out and just throw in random bullshit to allow more minutes to go by. Remember, Mark Twain has a great quote. If I had had more time, I would have written you a shorter letter. Have a great fucking day, guys.
And then he said,
I mean, I
something
gotta feel him. I gotta feel him with
Something
that. I like
I think we're
I like both those
bashing
short movies.
Short movies. I think, but
Texas
I think we
Chainsaw
landed on.
Massacre.
Yeah, I think we landed on. We
88
want it to be
minutes.
2 hours though. Like, and I think we're joking about 90-minute movies being comedies and stuff like that. But
No, that is the standard. That is the standard, isn't it?
Yeah,
100's
no,
good.
they are getting longer though, for sure. In
I
general,
like
feel like
all sized movies, baby.
Yeah.
I like them all. I'm gonna leave it in this view for a while. By the way, Nathan left a voicemail that I'm not gonna play today. It's not that it was bad, just didn't make the cut of me adding it in after I'd already kind of done most of the work for this. He said that he owns a German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois, and that they're both extremely protective breeds of dogs, and that the Secret Service guys getting bit are like in a catch-22 because they're just doing their jobs, both the dogs and the Secret Service. So
Right. We didn't cover it on the show, but I did on the social media video. It was a conservative watchdog group that found out about it because they're like, FOIAing everything, trying to get the Bidens. All they were able to get is the dog's bite, I guess. But so it was emails that got released, and one of the Secret Service guys was like, "What the fuck, bro? If this wasn't the president's dog, they would have put this thing down a while ago." Like,
right.
The Secret Service is pissed off.
Yeah,
Come on,
dude.
dog
What,
dirty?
would you be happy about getting
No.
bitten by a fucking German
100
Shepherd
German
every day at work?
Belgian Shepherd, no. Also,
That's
I cut
hell.
Colin from CA's voicemail this week. We're trying to go with tough love for you, Colin. Trying to bring the best out of you. Right? It was a C+. Pat made the rules, and I'm going to follow them. Needs to be B's and A's, mainly A's, which you're more than capable of. Sorry, not this
More
week,
than
Colin.
capable of.
I'm the bad guy here. Take it up with
Yep.
me.
Yeah, Beach Pat. And here's some more voicemails.
Love the beach. Born on the beach. 9 times.
Hey, my apologies for not sending it into the email. I cannot figure out which one it is. However, my question is for Wes. Wes, does your camera at weddings ever steer you towards particular types of people, whether they look like that girl that you showed generated by AI, or perhaps
Sophia
they
Mueller.
have collectible hairstyles, or perhaps, tattoos or groups of people that look like they're having a better time, outfits,
Not beating around the
etc.
bush, Gavin. What is the
Just
question?
out of curiosity, besides the folks that paid you to
tits
take pictures for
and the
the
big tits,
occasion,
People with Down syndrome.
what
Give Nancy Mace
what catches your eye
features?
that catches the camera? Okay. Have a great fucking weekend.
You got any
Do
groups
you
of
cherry
people you
pick, Wes?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look. If you're out there, you're dancing, you have a good time, and you're attractive, yeah, I'm gonna film you. But I'm also very conscious not to film you too much.
I'm going to film you.
I'm
Yeah,
also
oh,
conscious.
Keep dancing.
I'll tell you a story. I told the wedding I met my girlfriend at. There was a person out there that had a disability, and I told her, I said, look, I'm gonna film the fuck out of this guy because if I don't film him, that's wrong. But I'm not
Right.
gonna film him too much because that's wrong too. So I try to do equal opportunity, no matter who's out there. I'm
That's
filming you if you're having a good time.
Have you ever scrubbed a card because you got in your own head about filming one particular person too much?
No, but I have taken far too many pictures of the same person one time, a few times. Yeah.
That's like the scene from Love
But they're out there
Actually,
dancing
when the best friend's
Yeah,
filming the wedding and he
exactly.
just films Keira Knightley the whole time.
Yeah, no, I've never done that. It's
No. I mean, to Wes's like defense there. Sometimes there are a lot of weddings where there's like a small group of people who are dancing most of the time,
and they get there
everybody
for the
else isn't.
camera
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Photogenic. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I think he means like, do you like big
No,
butts?
I don't. No, I don't.
Like
I don't take pictures and
drunk
go home and
people?
masturbate to them. No, I don't do that.
So normal stuff. All right.
Anymore.
Carl Croft is live commenting, says we need to see Wes's director's cut.
Hey guys,
I
it's
believe
Fabian.
him. I believe him.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think he's lying a little bit.
I just got back from a LaGuardia turn to DFW. It's 2:32 a.m., so I hate my life. This is really just like a PSA about flying. One of the biggest pet peeves as a flight attendant is when, first of all, the plane's delayed. It sucks. I get it. Why the fuck are you boarding the plane and using the goddamn bathroom in the back? Especially with my airline, that shit tiny as fuck. And people board and just start, can I use the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom? Is this bathroom open? And it's like, just use it in the terminal. Like, what is with you people? Why do people decide to use the fucking disgusting ass airplane bathroom instead of the nice DFW bathrooms because they're okay? I just don't get it. Like, do you guys board and then use the bathroom instantly?
No.
Yeah.
It's a
Have a great
connection.
fucking day.
It's a connection in DFWs.
Listen to this.
How do I hang up the phone?
How's the hang?
Xavier, it's a connection
Listen.
in DFW.
What the fuck? This is embarrassing.
You can't hang up.
Jeffy, please cut that out this time since you didn't cut it out last time. All right.
Nope.
What's up, fellas? This is Will.
Nope, not cutting it out. Yeah. Do you guys use the bathroom?
DFW. Look, I would prefer to use a terminal bathroom, obviously, but DFW is a connection hub. A lot of people are getting nervous and go straight to the gate, and they won't take a shit or a piss in between because they're nervous flying.
Depending on the airlines. Now, if you're on Southwest, I can see this move on Southwest, like put your bags down, try to get your seat because you need to get on the plane as fast as possible. But if you have like an assigned seat, there's really no reason to not use the terminal bathroom.
Right. Of course, but he's saying when the flight's delayed, so somebody at DFW, everybody's connecting to get to their next destination. Nobody's from DFW for the most part. And so if they're connecting to their next flight and then it gets delayed after they get boarded and they were like, oh shit, I had to run here, but now it's delayed. They got to.
Yeah, I think he's saying people walking on the plane and going straight to the bathroom before they even sit down, which I think you're on the right track. I think people panic, and the second they're allowed to board the plane, they just stupidly board the plane, even though they could. It takes 30 minutes to board the thing. They could take a fucking shit, let alone a pee, and still make it. But I think people panic.
Yeah, but if they have kids, they can't. It's different shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, people get nervous when they're
I think
flying and
give them the option to get on the plane. They're going to get on the plane, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom." Right.
Well, you roll with your group. It's not like you have a decision, right? Like that. I think that's first and foremost. People are they hear their group called. That's when they're moving, independent of how full their bladder is. I always have a large coffee in my hand when I'm getting on a plane, and sometimes I can't control it. I get in there, I'm like, it's time for Daddy to use the lavatory.
Yeah, my wife and I have a system. We usually have a few drinks at the airport, and then we just absolutely go pee like twice right before boarding, like force it out.
Yeah, so you don't have to use it. That's smart.
Yeah.
But Xavier, this is going to happen forever. So I would not. I would just basically.
No, it's going to keep happening. Yeah. All the time. All right. I mainly played that one because he wanted me to cut out the thing because he couldn't hang out the phone.
That's hilarious.
Bart here, I figured I would send a message while not welding, so Pat wouldn't bitch this time.
I can't hear this guy.
Sorry, Pat. I don't mean to hurt your feelers by welding or grinding while I'm calling.
Damn.
What are you doing, MIG or TIG?
This is with all the effects, too.
Pat's not here right now, so, got to give the guy a hard time. Anyway, drunk sports. I think you guys missed a couple. American Ninja Warrior, don't know if that's a real sport or not, but I think it'd be funny as hell to see those guys drunk. I mean, you're not going to hit any of those things, and there's going to be so many broken bones. Also, hot take here, Special Olympics, drunk
my question for the match here, for the round, whatever. You guys going to bet more or less on Special Olympics if the Special Olympians are just like drunk off their ass, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin video. Anyway,
man.
love you fellas. Y'all take it easy. Don't have too much fun out there.
Good question. Yeah. I'm a horrible gambler, so I'd bet more.
Fark has a point there.
It'd be more
I think.
fun.
Fark. What's the point?
Oh, I've got.
Yeah, I like the American Ninja Warrior idea. I'm not touching the Special Olympics drunk one, but it's funny. I'm glad you said it.
In the Discord, we got to the bottom of the best drunk sport. It was competitive handgun shooting.
Right.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. I mentioned like the skiing shooting where you stop, and every time you stop, you have to like
that would be good too.
That's what started it off when we started talking about shooting events.
Yeah.
Because you do a lap and then they shoot. They do a lap and they shoot them. So you have to like chug a beer before you shoot each time. And then we got to discussing more shooting events. But yeah, of course. Yeah.
That would be dangerous but crazy and funny to watch.
I think the only way I'd bet on the Special Olympics is if they were all drunk.
That's what I'm saying.
Or if you had a bonus in your account.
Let's slam down some bets on that.
I would, if they were all hammered, I wouldn't feel an inkling of bad about it.
This guy's a dead shot. He's a crack shot when he's drunk.
Yeah. They're not taking it serious, neither am I.
Yeah. There you go. So you got your answer. Bart. I know your name's Bart. Just kidding.
Hey boys, Tony from PA. So quick question, whenever you guys were younger, back in high school, college days, did you guys ever go after any of the girlfriends that the other hosts have had?
My friends did.
Eskimo Bros or anything like that? If there's any funny stories that went down there of one of the hosts making a fool out of themselves to try to impress one of the other girlfriends. Anyways, looking forward to the next trivia. Have a great fucking weekend, boys.
I feel like maybe, but nothing serious.
I definitely tried to fuck Mark's ex-girlfriend in high school, but it was impossible. I had no chance.
Yeah,
that was before I knew Mark, though.
I checked with Mark before his ex-girlfriend tried to fuck me. I checked with him.
Oh wow, Pat. Jeez,
I'm the only one.
You guys way after
you guys are all Eskimo.
Wow,
check in.
That's a nice thing to say. I would say you're the only person that tried to. Yeah, I'd say you're the only person that's ever tried to go after anyone's girls. So that makes sense.
I wouldn't say that at all. I checked in with you.
No, I never. I've never gone after a friend's girl.
No, and I didn't know Mark at the time. I wasn't friends with him at the time, so I didn't care.
Yeah. No, I think that our group of friends is pretty good about that. But we do fuck. So I mean, it's been something we've had to navigate because we do like to party and we like to fuck.
What do I do with this thing?
We've hooked up with the same girls.
Right. I think that yeah. I think we've all like made out with the same girls, but never like a serious connection relationship type thing. That were
Mark and I could be Eskimo brothers.
You think so?
I mean, the one particular person,
yeah.
Are we all?
Yeah, you guys, all three of you are. I'm the only one that's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all three of you. I know you guys all are. I'm not.
No, but I didn't carry through. That's the thing.
Oh,
couldn't perform.
I couldn't perform, quite frankly. I was drunk as a skunk, quite frankly.
What a good question.
I don't have much memory of it.
It's a good thing Colin isn't here, huh?
Right. Yes, a few.
Where is Colin?
Yeah. All right. That was a good question.
No, but really though, we're not. There's not a lot of crossover. We're almost done.
Which ex of Mark's did you fuck, Pat? Jesus.
I didn't. No, I'm saying I didn't. I did not.
He just tossed out that my whore ex-girlfriend tried to hit on him years later, like casually. Like, okay. Yeah, very cool, Pat.
Was not the scenario at all. It was very respectful, and you were thankful, and I was.
It is Bryant, formerly from Maryland.
Cocky bastard.
I'm now living in Ohio. I quit my job in Maryland. Moved to Ohio to be closer to family. Got a different job. Still doing, laboratory research, and after like 4 or 5 months, I just got completely burnt out with it. Turns out it wasn't the company I was with. Turns out it's just after 12 years, there's just a shelf life on this shit. So yeah, I'm actually going to quit my, the job that I moved here for. And what I'm planning on doing is for about a month, just living out of my truck. I've converted it to kind of like a camper. I can travel around, camp, hike, fish, everything else. But I'm planning about 3 to 4 weeks just to kind of take off, get off the grid and travel a little down south, out west. Occasionally Airbnb it, crash with some friends. But I was wondering if you guys have any suggestions on things to do, places to see. Let me know. Have a great fucking weekend. See ya.
Man, that sounds nice.
Where did he say he was going to travel to?
Everywhere.
He's open,
Forever.
so we got
where
to
the
tell him
fuck
where
he
to go.
wants to.
Where's he
Yeah,
coming
exactly.
from? Where's he coming from?
He's like
Ohio.
Midwest. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He's the
Ohio.
the entire
I would
U.S.
go-
is his oyster.
He says he's going to the south and the west. So I would go Florida and California, obviously. If you're
I would
gonna
go
be-
Lake Tahoe
go
if
to the
he's never
beach.
been.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go to Lake Tahoe.
Drive down to Key
I was
West.
actually going to say the Key West. Absolutely, Key West is the best in Florida. If the best in America right now, late summer, Alaska. Honestly, if you can make it up there. But
I would
if
say
you can't,
go big, go to crazy places, go big.
Yeah, dude, check out Big Bend National Park in Texas. Go to Terlingua. That is awesome. And then the Gulf Coast, man, it's a hidden gem.
Dude, live it up.
I would focus more on Florida and California than the Gulf Coast if I was going for beaches personally.
Yeah, I would go lakes, beaches, national parks, all of them.
Just don't get
Enjoy it.
murdered, in those national parks. Everyone gets murdered.
Yeah, there's that whole show, Park Predators, where it's just about people murdering people in parks.
Yeah.
Murder ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, murder ass instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you'll get laid for sure on the road like
Just
that.
tell
Oh yeah.
Just tell them what you're doing, and they're gonna eat it up.
Tiller says Whitefish,
Whitefish,
Montana is on my bucket list.
That
All right,
sounds
all
nice.
right.
Banff is supposed to be beautiful this time of year, so whatever.
It's Whitefish, Montana. He says.
What's Whitefish, Montana?
Yeah.
Never
A lot
heard
of
of that place.
space. Wow.
Whitefish is nice. I've heard. Haven't
Yeah.
been.
Looks beautiful.
There's a music venue there.
I'm gonna get a picture of Whitefish up.
It's called Live from the Divide. And this guy drags your ass out there. He sends you an email. He's like, we're got a syndicated radio show on an NPR station. And you look, it's like 9 hours from everywhere else in Montana. But apparently it's great. Apparently
It's
looks
beautiful.
pretty
It's like
nice.
lakes. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Good call.
Looks pretty nice, Wes. Yeah.
Tiller.
Yeah, no, that area, Banff isn't the Canada version of that. It's like farther north. It's supposed to be beautiful. Horse country.
Colorado's got all about all the way to Breckenridge and stuff. There's some nice.
Could go gamble in Deadwood. That's always fun.
Where's that? Arizona.
South Dakota.
California. Oh, South Dakota. Okay.
Yeah, but then you got to just drive to Deadwood and then get the fuck out of
Right.
South Dakota. It's like
It sounds
9
like
hours of
Yeah, but
ass.
it's beautiful out there.
Brian, how about you just tell us where you're going and take pictures and send
Black
them
Hills.
every
Depends
week?
on which
Please send
place you wanna go.
voicemails.
A lot of good
from where you're going.
suggestions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. A couple more.
Hard Factor Boys, Dallas Dave here. Talking Leeds United. MOT, baby. We will fight our way back to the EPL.
Wear the jersey.
And
The jumper.
myself and a friend of mine, San Diego Pat, will have coverage of Leeds United. Pat, comments?
Hey, Hard Factor Boys, San Diego Pat here. Looking forward to joining the Discord, chatting Leeds United, and keeping in touch.
Nice.
Let's go, baby. MOT. One question for the gang here is, and this is in no way related to anyone who might be listening. What would you do if you were attending a wedding and the groom owed your best friend $8,000 in unpaid rent that he absconded across the country and just never paid back? Oh, and by the way, his parents know, and they didn't force him to pay that back. Thoughts from the peanut gallery? Thank you. MOT, baby, and HAGFD.
Yes, indeed.
Sounds like the best friend did not get invited to the wedding, obviously. Just else Dave did.
Right.
Correct.
That was Dave's best friend.
Dave's best friend was not invited because
he's owed $8,000.
Great question.
He should have flown him out and taken it off the bill. Now I owe you $7,000 because I put you up in a hotel and flew you out.
You either stay out of it or don't go. That's it.
But hold on.
You went.
What's very important is how many ticks of rent is it, right? If it's $500 rent and you didn't pay, right, for how was that, 4 months, 8 months?
Sounds like a whole year of rent.
16 months, right? If you didn't pay that, then
you
start getting into a zone where it's like you're never going to get that back. If you owed the guy, $2,000 and you didn't pay for 4 months, then you owe him that money. You know what I mean? But if you let it go for too long,
it's on him. You're saying it's on the guy for letting it go.
The guy refused to pay.
Well, but how did he get to $8,000?
Definitely on the groom,
how did he get to $8,000? That's my point.
I think Dallas Dave just wanted that to be on the air for whoever.
You can't repo at a wedding. You just can't.
Now here's what you do. You don't say anything.
He's asking if he should have gotten drunk and said something.
Yeah, you get hammered and then you say something.
Say something to the groom. That's what he's asking if it's okay. He's asking if it's okay for him to talk shit to the groom.
You go, hey, scumbag, you ever gonna pay my buddy that $8,000?
Yeah. This is a nice fancy wedding. How much did this cost?
Yeah,
end of the night's okay. Yeah.
You know what a lot of people don't do too, which is a great trick, is you can just send an invoice to their dad. That's what I would do because if you just send an invoice with a W-9 too, like let them know like it's real formal.
Fronting them at a wedding.
That's going to go down in a way that you're either going to get paid quietly, or it's going to create a shit storm and you're going to get paid loudly, or you're just going to let the dad know that he's a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
So all good outcomes.
Dallas Dave sent that in last week. It made it to the spam folder, so it should have been on last week's show. We played it here. He then sent in an update, which I'm not going to play, and he said there's no news on the groom and the $8,000. Nothing happened there. But I have another question for you related to the same wedding. If you had a friends with benefit, you're not in a relationship, there's no labels, but you've been hooking up with them multiple times, and you invite them to stay with you at an overnight hotel wedding as your plus one, is it uncouth of them to not have sex with you and then try to have sex with someone else or go have sex with someone else?
Absolutely uncouth.
So Dallas
with
Dave
someone else.
What a wedding.
Yeah.
Whoa, what a wedding.
Yeah.
Dallas Dave has a ton of scumbag friends, it sounds like.
Yeah.
We need to hang out with Dallas Dave.
There's no obligation to bang you,
but
banging your buddy is a bummer. That's a bummer.
Oh.
Yes.
These people.
That's a mean woman.
Unless you're like besties. If you're like besties and that's your chick friend who's a bestie, like go do it. But if you're even like questioning it, you're not besties in that way. So no.
Dave also said the person that needs to hear our answer on this might be in the Discord. So I think it's probably San Diego Pat. San Diego Pat.
He's thick with issues. I like this guy.
San Diego Pat's coming in hot.
Yeah.
Week one.
Shit, man. All right, well, guys, send him the invoice. Send this dude.
Just a cold invoice is the shit.
And then Dallas Dave, you may want to invoice this girl for that trip.
Oh, you know it's a dirtier invoice?
I mean, you need to get some revenge on her for that one.
Dude.
San Diego Pat's involved in some form or fashion. He's either the culprit or he got played, one of the two.
So do this. Don't send a PDF invoice. Sign up with the QuickBooks invoicing system, which you can do whether you have an LLC or not, right? But it allows people to pay with a credit card. There'll be a fee, but hey, it's $8,000 you're not getting anyway. But it will remind them if the invoice goes unpaid. You can set it the frequency. So 5 days. It just seems more official, right?
Yeah.
You're getting this. Essentially, you're setting a bill collector on them because you're just going to nag them.
Make yourself a logo too, like at the top, 100%. Like it's embossed.
Yeah, guy you fucked on rent.
We might need to get Dallas Dave and San Diego Pat on next week to talk about this wedding.
I'd like to, maybe on the Hive Hour.
Yeah, on the Hive Hour, if we can get a full recap of what the fuck.
If I brought a girl that I was trying to fuck and to a wedding and she stayed in my room and then someone else banged her, I would hate that person forever.
Yeah.
Brutal, Wes. That's what I'm saying. He's got a Dallas Dave.
I would hate him forever.
But you also you gotta get into a place where you can't let that happen to you. That's the thing.
Course,
you gotta develop the instincts to the point
it's
where
pathetic to be in that position.
You gotta cut those people out of your life.
Yeah.
Permanently. Yeah.
Sorry, Dallas Davis. If that was you're talking about yourself.
Toughen up is what I'm saying, Dallas Dave. For the best.
Well, we need to figure out what's going on. We need to get to the bottom of it. He's just leaving the wildest voicemails about this wedding.
Thanks for the free hotel. Your friend was great.
Yeah. Oh, I think I left my person here.
Did you play sports with him? Have you seen it? Have you seen his dick?
I'm about to punch my screen.
Is his dick good?
Yeah. We need to know what happened. All right. Last one.
Hey guys, first time, long time. Big fan of the show. This is Eduardo the Spirit, by the way, not the ghost. We don't use the G word. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. The reason for this call is to do a bit of a fact check. Will was absolutely correct. Spirits, despite our name, cannot physically drink, therefore cannot get drunk. That lying bitch, Rocard, is trying to ruin my reputation, and I know that her new producer, Timothy, is behind all this. The guy's a trust fund baby with a baby dick. They should never love you like she loved me, Timothy. Our love was timeless. Anyway, this is going long. Sorry, Pat. And a new family just moved in who I've been haunting the absolute shit out of. It's hilarious. They're losing their minds. They're blaming each other. They're blaming the pets, the whole nine. So love you guys. HAGFD and MOT. Right, Dallas Dave?
There you go.
Yeah, Eduardo.
Eduardo's been a fan.
Yeah. Nice. We got him in the hive.
He's been listening the whole time. That was convenient.
That was
A listener DM'd me on Instagram and told me, though, and Eduardo, he could be lying still because they told me ghosts can get drunk. They drink spirits.
Oh, see, he's doing a joke, and Eduardo wouldn't think that's funny.
No, not if they use the G word.
No. But
all right,
it's possible he could get drunk. Maybe that, according to I forget his name.
It's an hour and 30 minutes in. I took screenshots of about 750 mean comments from Martin Reese's people. I don't really feel like playing them. I think we should just end the saga with him.
No, they can fuck off.
Alexander.
I even
spirits joke.
Nice. I haven't downloaded a video I sent you guys of a stand-up comedian getting heckled because he did a Nazi joke and some German lady loses her mind on him, and he's like, that was funny.
Clip,
I could play that if you want.
I mean, like,
but I think we should just squash it.
Let's go out on our Eduardo.
Yeah, let's go out on
Eduardo is much more fun than death threats.
We're done with it. We didn't mean any harm, but we're comedians. We're gonna offend people from time to time. You know, we do a comedy
but
show.
he does look like a Nazi. I wasn't on those shows, but
that's
God
the thing.
it
was a joke. It was a fair joke. It just got back to him, and he got upset.
It was a fair joke. I think after he examined all the original materials, he realized it was not that over the line.
I mean, as a guy with a couple of different pairs of prescription glasses, when you're trying on your prescription glasses, you look at yourself in the mirror, and as a guy that's had that haircut before, I've looked at myself in the mirror, and there's certain accessories I didn't wear with that haircut because I was like, this is a little bit too Richard Spencer.
Exactly. I've had the high and tight. I know how it goes.
His listeners pointed out our shortcomings, visually,
of course, which is funny. Ghost of Gobbles, fantastic.
So they're just like doing the same thing, whatever. Sorry, we offended him. What Martin, specifically you, that like it wasn't supposed to be that way. We just tell jokes. Sometimes people get offended. Anyways, let's end the show, end the week, and bring up the wheel.
All right, everyone on Sunday. Everyone gonna be on Sunday. Okay, here we go. This is for the next week's high five.
High five.
Pat.
Ooh, better keep those voicemails short and to the point.
Better keep them.
My man.
Eduardo knew he was fucking up. He wanted about a minute 20.
I'll kill him.
Ooh, double Pat coming at you all week next week.
Chicago Pat, Beach Pat.
I will say this, guys. Great.
Michigan.
I'm going to call out that Dallas Dave voicemail for an example of what I love. Scenarios are the greatest, so keep them coming.
Weird true life scenarios. Come on.
In fact, I want to keep next week. If you leave a voicemail, it's got to be asking for advice related to a specific scenario. Okay.
Yeah. Or a good question. Tony's was a good question. It was 20 seconds. He's like, you guys dickheads? Do you guys fuck each other's girlfriends?
That was great. Good one, Tony.
That was a good one from Tony.
Yeah, that was good.
Like we tell you, Tony.
Yeah.
Like I learned that Pat was trying to fuck Mark's.
It's not that scenario. It was really so much more complex than that. Made me uncomfortable.
And then we remember that we all had sex with the same girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Knocking memories loose, like clearing off the cobwebs. All right. Get out there. Have a great fucking weekend, yo. Oh, sorry.
Shit.
Wait,
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
50-50.
50-50 on-
Nancy Mace,
yeah.
Chrissy
All
Noem, live YouTube poll, 50-50%.
There you go.
Whoa.
Have a great fucking day.
Think on